What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you some tips and tricks. First, for tips, I'm going to go over line. Line's a big thing. If you don't got line, you cannot fish. So I'm going to go over what line I like to use for bass and crappie. Well, bass, walleye, crappie. It's mainly for any fish, for like bass, walleye. You got your bass, walleye, small channel cat, stuff like that. I like to use Berkley Tri-Lead 8-pound extra tough line, 8-pound test. And I also have Tri-Lead extra tough 10-pound line. But with 10-pound line, the lighter you go, the more yards. The heavier you go, the less yards. So it kind of balances it out. So right now, I will go over what line I have on, and then I got your crappie line, my 4-pound crappie line. So yeah, those are the lines. I'm going to grab my 2 poles and show you what I got on there. So on this Shakespeare Ugly Sticks GX2 crappie rod, link in the description where you can go buy these at. Probably the best crappie rod on the market. I'll just show you guys how good this thing is. Don't mind my little swim bait on here. This is like, look at this, hold on. Look at that flex. Look at that. It can flex more, but I don't want to try to break it. But yeah, so little Rhino crappie rod. I have this rigged up with 4-pound test. And then on for bait for little crappie, I'll put this little jig with swim bait on. Yeah, get a little bit of look there. You can put other things on. I've been throwing just a little swim bait around, but yeah. So, that's that. Link in description. I will show you where you can get that. And on my second rod, if I don't fall here. Oh, that's scary. Okay. On my Lew's Camo Bait Caster, this is the official rod reveal. I got Berkley Tri-Lead 10-pound line on, rigged up with. I just put this on here. I haven't fished with it yet, but a little RC Series square bill. Yeah, and I'll link in the description. Hopefully, if I can find it out, I should be able to. Where you can get this rod. And yeah, so that's rigged up on that. So yeah, time to move on to the tricks. Let me grab my bag here. Okay, we're back. Had to grab my soft plastic box. Bang. I'll show you 3 types of baits, how to Texas rig. So what I'm using for this to Texas rig, I'm using a Fletcher Shryock 4 offset shank hook, offset hook, and I'm going to show you how to rig up Easy Senko. So, this is a small Senko, but it still works. Okay, take your offset hook and take your worm and just put it in about 1/2 inch and pull out. So we got a 1/2 inch in. So this is what you should be working with. Take it and then pull that up to here. Now you have this. Turn the worm just a little and then push up, and that should give you this. Then find where the end of the hook is. So it'd be right here. And we're going to stick that right through the worm like so. If I can hold on here, get it straight. For these small ones, I like to put the hook straight to the smooth part. And then you may have this. Just push the worm up as most as you can with the hook still there. And there you go. A simple Texas rig. As you can, I don't know if you guys can see, the hook is, if I can focus. Never mind. Hook is hidden. You can throw this in the weeds. You can throw weightless, with weights, however you feel. Show you how to Texas rig a fluke. These are probably going to be the main 3 lures you need to Texas rig. Well, that I Texas rig. Same process, except you don't go from the top, you go from the bottom. You guys can go from the top. I like to go from the bottom, easier for me. 1/2 inch and pull that up. And then this one, you still want to turn it, but turn it a perfect like 360 on there when it balances out. Then, as you see, it has a little like stomach area. You'll want to put the hook straight through there. Pull up. You got a little Texas rig fluke, boys. Oh, the lighting in here, though. Whew. There we go. There's your Texas rig fluke. Last but not least, I'll show you how to Texas rig a little beaver. I like to throw two types of beavers / curls. Bass Pro Tournament Series Sapphire Blue River Bug and the Berkley Power Bait Creature Hog. I'll show you how to quickly Texas rig this. I'm going to grab one of my hooks. These hooks are really durable. Same process like all the other ones. Straight through, 1/2 inch. Pull out. This one's smaller, so we want to do it a little more like when you go to hook it on. Put it through. Bang, you got your little flipping bug. Your little flipping bug right there. I like to flip these along docks if I fish lakes. Ponds, I like to throw them up against rocks, kind of near rocks and other structures. These work good on my creek because there's a lot of riprap, so you can throw it up. So you can throw it kind of near there and wood, a lot of wood structures and fallen trees. So you can I like to throw it up in there and get some nice ones coming out. That's an easy way to get your Okay, hold on here. Sorry about that. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna give you guys some tips of what I like to do. Okay, so I'll give you tips for all 4 seasons, how to catch a fish, and what bait I like to use. Kind of went over this already in an earlier video, but okay, we're talking early spring. Just turned spring. The weather's starting to change. The fish were very skittish. Now they're starting to come out more and kind of start biting. What I like to throw, something really simple. When the fish just start to come out to bite, to get them going or whatever, what I like to throw, it is like first day of spring, okay? Not great weather. Say you got 60 degrees. They ain't going to bite much. I like to take a little marabou jig and throw this. I only work this in early spring and then fall. Early spring, fall, and then a little bit of winter for ice fishing. This lure's small, okay? They're coming out of a cold front. They're not moving super fast, not eating super quick. A little marabou jig, just throw that and just kind of swim it out. Great bait. Love to use it. They will eat it. Okay, so now you're in mid-spring, okay? Now the fish are hammering the lures. They're biting, okay? What I like to use is, if I can get it, okay, I'm gonna grab this here. In mid-spring, the fish are not skittish. They're biting a lot of stuff. What I like to throw, they're feeding on minnows in the spring. You know, you got shad spawns, a little bit of shad spawning. You got your summer and spring, a little bit of shad spawn, minnow spawn, stuff like that. I like to throw a little hard, I don't know if you can get this, a little hard swim bait. Just kind of fish that out. If you have a spot where there is minnows and the bass are eating them, I like to throw a little hard minnow swim bait. Something natural, and trust me, they will eat it. Okay, now you're on early summer, just like spring. Early summer, they're biting. Yeah, they're all hammering it. They're eating in everything, guys. They're getting fat. Me, my personal opinion, we're going frogs. Throwing these frogs. Or you can throw these in mid-spring too. Throw a little bit of popping frog in there. Or you can just throw a normal little frog. Or, what I like to do, sauce it up, throw some buzz baits. Give them some top water. They'll be hitting top water. And if you guys don't want to fish top water and you want to fish something a little bit slow, you can also use a jig. If you guys just want to, just use like hard baits for summer, I totally get that. My personal opinions, and this is just me, these 3 lures I like to throw. if I can get it. These 3 hard baits for me do the trick. I like to throw a little square bill, just a little simple square bill. Or, if you guys have these in your pond, little crawdad baits, these things will light up in the fall. Or you can just throw your little normal shad looking bait, kind of just reel that around, see what's going. But yeah, those 3 normally I get a lot of bites on. The most I'd probably say I get bites on probably square bill. But yeah, so now we're in late summer. Late summer going into fall. So we're talking late September maybe. Okay, the fish are just a little bit, it's not cold. It's about 50. No, it ain't that. What am I talking about? Probably 60 something. I don't know. What I like to do, just pitch some easy stuff at them. The June Bug Senko. This thing, I'm telling you, will get hit. This is the most, simple bait you can throw, and it gets hit. Flukes. Imitate a bait fish. Fluke is a great imitation of a bait fish. I love throwing. So, yeah. Okay, now we're in fall here. Okay, a little bit of cold fronts may come in late fall. What do? Yeah, you're not going to catch a whole lot of fish. One fish you will catch, though, and I have this and I promise you, crappie. But, if you guys still want to go for bass, we're good. But, I'll show you something really quick to throw for crappie. I don't have any of this with me yet, but little tube jigs. I like to so what I do is take your line, tie a jig here, a jig here. Put on these little tubes, and you take a bobber and you twitch it or whatever, and these act like little minnows swimming. They'll tear these little tubes up. Yeah, so that's for crappie. But if you guys are going bass, I understand. Late fall, what I like to throw, something slow. They're moving towards the bottom. We want to throw something slow. Or, if they're still at the mid-range level, normal level, we'll be throwing something else. Little beaver. These things are excellent in late fall and early winter. Just pitching a little beaver out by a log, just letting it sit all the way to the bottom, and just little jerks. They get tons of bites. Okay? If you guys want to go, if you're at normal level, what I like to do, late fall, shad, they're pushing them towards the bank. When you don't want to throw a massive presentation at them, so I just go with some simple and small, and it gets hit a lot. If you're in a new spot, you can throw whatever. Big shad, small shad. But I know this may sound cuckoo in a minute. A little bit of little shads. But one thing I'll let you know a trick on. If they're pushing shad towards the bank, I go a day before with my little bucket with an oxygen tank in there. Take a little bit of night crawler, about yay long. Pitch it on a bobber in the lowest part of the creek. Catch about 5 shad, maybe, max. That's what I do. Take 5 shad, catch them. If you guys have shad, just catch about 5 shad, put them in your bucket overnight, have your oxygen on high, so they got a lot of oxygen. Then what I like to do is next day, you see them, you go down there, if you see them pushing on shad, what I like to do, I'll pull out the hooks for them too. And this, hold on here. Oh, that's the wrong hook. Okay. 2 hooks I do like to throw. Some people may judge, but it's okay. It works for me, so whatever. Okay. So shad, how to hook your shad. I rather use a nice little hook like this, very durable. It's like a big Aberdeen, basically. And shad has your mouth, right? Okay, like let's say for instance, okay, let's say this was the shad here. What I like to do is they have a hard cheekbone right here. I like to take it and end up on. Hook them right through that cheekbone. Because their cheekbone's hard. So, or you can hook them in your jaw. Or you close their lips and just hook it straight through their 2 lips. I like to hook them through the side of the mouth because then I throw them out there on a little bobber, or I just let them, or, normally I don't do that, but I just pitch them out there and open my spool. Opening my spool, they can swim freely just like a normal fish. And with the hook in the side of his mouth, he'll wobble back and forth, get great action. I'll leave that spool open, and then I'll close it. Once he has enough slack out there to swim anywhere, I'll close the spool, and then I wait. When they hit it, that line will go stupid tight. So I like to hook the shad straight to that, because they cannot get off. They never get off on mine. Or you could do that, or you're going to hook them through the tail. But what I do is if you hook them through the tail, the chances of them fully surviving are not good. But if you just hook them straight through the little bit of the cheek, a little kind of like how do you describe this? It's not like paper, like crappie, how they have the paper mouth kind of thing. Hook them right through that. Not crappie though, I'm hooking shad. Put them out there, they will not die. It does not hurt them. It's like basically catching a bass, and then you know how they have the weak part of the skin. Basically like that. And if you guys understand what I'm saying. But yeah, so we're sidetracking here. Okay, for winter, ice is all over, right? Okay, we're throwing something really simple. We ain't doing much. Drill a little hole in the ice. We're dropping a little marabou jig. Again, we're dropping them just down in the hole and just up and down, up and down. This will give him the action of him going. High jerks up and then slow fall down. This will attract bass, crappie, and walleye. Well, perch, actually. And that's what I meant to say. Perch. Catch a lot of perch on these. So, yeah. So, that's it. Sorry about that. That's it for this one. I'm out.